Hey y'all! Today we are going to be making my easy to make cheesy chicken enchiladas. They are perfect if you need to whip up a quick meal. These are some of the ingredients I'll be using. Let's get started, y'all. First thing we're going to do is preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Next, we're going to start shredding this rotisserie chicken. Now, if you want, you can cook your own chicken and shred that, but I'm going for quick and easy. Typically, I get my rotisserie chicken from Costco because they definitely have the best tasting rotisserie chicken I've ever had. But I was not about to drive 30 minutes across town just for that. So my local grocery store had a decent one, so I opted to get that instead. Plus, we will be kicking it up a notch by adding in some of our own seasonings anyway, so don't worry, it won't be lacking in any flavor. I will be shredding this entire chicken and making sure that it's mixed together well, as I want white and dark meat throughout each enchilada. Now, you don't have to shred your chicken too thin, but we also don't want to have huge chunks of chicken either. Medium-sized pieces are just fine. Once all of the chicken has been shredded and mixed together, we are going to start dicing our onion. And here's what it looked like once I shredded the life out of this chicken. There's nothing really left but skin and bones. Now, I'm using what I have in the house, which is this red onion, but you can use yellow or white onion if you prefer. I'm going to dice up about half a cup of this onion. Here I'm adding in some olive oil to my pan that I have on a medium-low heat. And this is about 1.5 tablespoons. And I'm just going to shake this around to coat my pan, then add in my onion. Now I'm going to saute this for about 2 minutes. We just want to soften the onion. Alright y'all, it's been about 2 minutes, so I'm going to add in 1/4 of a teaspoon of cumin and saute this for another minute. I love the smell of cumin. It's a great seasoning to kick up the flavors of vegetables. Here I'm adding in my shredded chicken. Into this I'm going to add about 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm just going to mix this around so all of the flavors can blend. And at the same time, this will be reheating all of the chicken. I'm going to constantly stir this for about 3 to 4 minutes. We don't need to do this too long since the chicken is already cooked. And y'all, once this is done, the hardest part of this meal is over. And it's time to assemble this thing. I have a 9x13 dish and you will need 2 of these for this amount of chicken. I'm using large flour burrito tortillas. But if you prefer, you can use corn tortillas instead. Enchilada sauce down first. Now y'all, everything I'll be using going forward can be substituted, but this is how I do it in the hood household. So once the sauce is down, next I'll be adding in some Rotel diced tomatoes and green chilies. I use a small can of extra sweet corn, and I'm just gonna follow that up with my black beans. Just like everything else, rice is optional. This is just a cup of jasmine rice that I cooked earlier. You can definitely jazz this up with even more flavors by using Spanish rice or wild rice. Here I'm adding in the rotisserie chicken, and once you have enough chicken inside, you want to top this with the cheese of your choice. I'm using a 4-cheese Mexican blend. Now it's time to roll this up, and I'm just going to tuck the ends to keep everything inside. And I'm just going to rinse and repeat these steps. Here is how it looks once I was done. I have 8 enchiladas in total. We've got a couple more steps before we put these in the oven. We're going to grab our can of enchilada sauce and pour this on top, making sure that they're fully covered. Then we're going to come back with the rest of that Mexican blend cheese or whatever cheese you chose and sprinkle this all over the top. And here's how much chicken that was left once I was done. I did end up shredding a little more sharp cheddar and adding that to the top because I didn't feel like the remaining cheese in the bag was enough. But once you're satisfied with the amount of cheese on top, we're going to put this in the oven for 20 minutes at, again, 400 degrees. Ooh, look at her. There she is. Beautiful, ain't she? You're welcome in advance. A big thank you to all of my subscribers. If you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that button and make sure you check back with me because I'm always serving up something good. I'll see y'all in the next video.